Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna, and today we're doing a what would you do video. This is a series of videos that I have done in the past. I'll link it at the end, where I take a situation that I've just dealt with and I tell you what the situation is. I go through my thought process and what my end reaction was, what I ended up doing to deal with it. And I sort of bring up a couple of things that, might spike conversation or make you think before you do something, or you want to correct me, or whatever it is you want to do. These kind of videos are just to promote discussion, 100%. I want to say first and foremost, though, I did post this first in a Facebook group that I belong to, and it was an interesting sort of interaction because a lot of people were mad at me, and I don't know why. I know a couple of reasons why. Number one is that they didn't read the post all the way through, and that's okay. But I was really surprised at the number of different kinds of reactions and different types of things that people would do. So this is the situation. I purchased this lipstick, Poshmark Canada. I went looking for something. I thought, you know what? I have a little bit of extra cash. I want something fancy. And you know what? Let's see if it helps anything with the algorithm. So I picked this up. Where's the Chanel? There it is. Little Chanel lipstick. It's really pretty. I like it. And as you can see, it came perfectly fine. It came in the box. Just like so. Okay. So when I go to buy something, I have a couple of criteria that I like to keep in mind before I purchase something from a seller. Number one, I want that seller to be active. So I want their little stats to say, yep, they've been active within the last, say, 24 hours. Unless they're on vacation or something, of course. Number two, I look at their ship time, their average ship time. And I want it between same day and 2 days, 2 days max. If somebody has an item, somebody had this item in their closet for $10 cheaper, but their average ship time was 7 days, I'd be like, I want to pay $10 more and get it on time, in a sense. It's not time sensitive. It is only a lipstick. I was not waiting for it for any great reason or anything like that. It's not a necessity or anything. So I went looking and I found this for a fantastic price. I was really happy. The seller had been active and their ship time was 2 days. So you know what? Ticking all my boxes, fantastic. So I purchased it. Great. The seller did not ship until the 6th day, which to me is a little bit much, but yeah, maybe she's going through something. Maybe something happened. I don't know. Not a lot of communication. That's fine. That's fine. It was still coming. Okay, fine. It's coming. I was excited. I wanted to get it. So this little container, it is in a box, was only put into a little paper poly mailer. Do they still call them poly mailers? No, a paper mailer. So it was like a poly mailer, only it was just paper. That's all it was. It was just this. And I'm not even worried that it had no tissue or no card. I don't care about that kind of stuff. But that's all the protection it had, was its own original box. So I wasn't too pleased with that. However, it is intact. Everything is perfect the way it was described. So everything's good. My question is, what would you rate this seller? Would you rate them with the packaging and shipping time in mind? Or would you take into consideration that the seller is only selling off maybe one item every couple of months? They're only selling their own personal items. So in my books, they're not what I would call a professional seller, which got a lot of flack on my Facebook post. When I say a professional seller, all I mean is somebody who does this to make profit. Somebody that goes and sources or does even things from their own closet to make a profit. They are running it as a business, whether it's full-time, part-time, or whatever. That's what I mean by a professional seller. Somebody who only has a few listings that are only selling personal items to get rid of them, to maybe make a little bit of cash back. I don't consider them professional sellers. There's no judgment in that. The word professional, to me, there's no judgment. It's somebody does it for a living or for income, and somebody who doesn't do it for income. I hope I made that clear. So it kind of ticked me off that my post did sort of went off that deep end there. A lot of them also thought I was being very petty, bringing up the shipping time and the packaging because I got my item as described. So the question, of course, is what would you do? What would you rate? Would you rate it? Would you just leave it? Would you let it auto accept after 3 days? Would you rate it 5 stars but then mention the lack of packaging in the love note? Which no, I won't do. I have to say that. I think that's wrong. Would you, I'll explain that in a minute. Would you rate it lower and explain to them, the packaging and the ship time, blah, blah, blah. So what did I end up doing? You know what? I just accepted the order. I really did, because this person isn't going to take any rating I give them to heart. They're not going to care. It's not part of why they're selling on Poshmark. They're not here to learn how to sell. They're just here to do a couple of things, and that's it. I did get my item as described. And you know what? Maybe they had something happen over the week and it just took them a long time to get it to the post office. That happens too. And I can accept that from somebody who is not a professional seller. 100%. I have bought from these types of sellers before. I had no issue. And honestly, I have a perfectly fantastic lipstick and I'm happy with that. So I just accepted with no rating whatsoever. What was I going to say about, because the 5 stars love note saying something negative? I don't agree with that. I kind of see that you would sort of warn other buyers about it, but I don't think that's fair to this kind of seller who is just doing 1 or 2 items a month and it's only her own personal stuff. I don't think it's fair to them when, you don't know if something happened that made their ship time more, or I don't know even how to describe it. I don't agree with that type of behavior. To me, that's a little sneaky, I guess, but I understand it too. So let me know what you think of that tactic. So what I did is I just accepted the order. That way they get their money. I get a perfectly good item that exactly what I expected. So I'm happy. So she deserves to be paid. That's what I did in this situation. I've also got the post up on Instagram after this, just before this comes up. So let me know what you think of that there too as well. I did think it was interesting that there was a lot of different answers and a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different opinions. A lot directed at me, even though I didn't tell them exactly what I did. I just left it up in the air just to get the discussion going. And I got called being petty. And why would you do that? And blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, whatever. You guys, they didn't read. Read posts, okay, before you answer. Anyway, that is it for today. I do want to, okay, this way. Can you see the green coat behind me a little bit? Let's see if I can get more of it. That is a beautiful suede coat. We're going to talk, it's over here. We're going to talk about it on Friday's video. It is a vintage suede maxi coat with faux fur. I think it's faux fur around the collar and the cuffs. It's gorgeous. I got it at Value Village yesterday for $17.49 minus 30%. So I'm really happy. But we're going to use that coat and we're going to talk about the search function on Poshmark and on eBay. And we're going to, I'm going to show you because it's crazy. Anyway, I hope everybody has a fantastic Tuesday. Everybody have a fantastic Tuesday. In the comments below, let me know what you would do in this situation. Please remember to be kind. There's been an uptick in nasty and rudeness, and I want it to stop. So be kind and let me know what you think. See you next time. Bye.